The video ain't gonna be that long. I done had enough of messing with this. I did a video on it earlier, then I decided to delete it. But this type of stuff really need to be discussed. So today I'm gonna do a recap on Love is Blind, season 7, the reunion. And I don't even know why this show still is this show. It's becoming a joke at this point, especially for a lot of the women on here. It's just a joke. It's not. It's just either, to me, these shows like Love is Blind, Perfect Match. These are shows for people to make a bag off of, or shows to make a bag off of it. Not just this is crap. But my focus is on the women. And I got 3 particular women I want to talk about, which is Marissa, Ashley, and Monica. Okay, let's talk a little bit about them. So we're going to get into it.
So what is happening now is I tried to keep that from happening. Their birth certificates are online. Things that shouldn't be happening are now happening. And to get into the story, I did help a friend and her wife start a family, but her wife ended up leaving her and left her high and dry. This was my very close friend. So I voluntarily stepped in and helped. So there's pictures of me around. You'll see me around. I've spent holidays with all my friends, all their kids.
Let's talk about that first. Allegedly, the real tea is, that's going on the internet, is Tyler started fucking this woman's wife. That's not what that's the tea, allegedly, that he started sleeping with her. And at the time he had a fiance, but they separated because both women, the woman who he has is his baby mama. She's told her story online, and the woman that she was married to, her story is online. So which one is it? And what trips me out is I'm not even really focused on Tyler. I'm focused on how Ashley is responding to this. You're going to accept a man that don't have a relationship with his kids and lying and saying shit like, I stepped in and I helped the family. They your kids. A lot of us jump into our masculine energy and protect the man in a minute. We so desperate for marriage. We will accept anything. Let's get back to it.
And I played a part that became very shaky with a friend. And there's no rule books to this. There's no set lines to this. But I do want to let people know Ashley knows all this. This is news to the world. This has never been news to us. And I'm giving this explanation now because I feel like the world is waiting for it. But I don't owe anyone an explanation but my wife. And if she's sitting here with me,
and he right, he don't owe the world an explanation. Why get on the show? And the thing is, what's tripping me out, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to show this, but how Ashley is just so in the grim. She's just so, my man, I'm gonna protect him at all costs. She here once again, like we always do. We step in like we dudes. We step in with our masculine energy and we want to save men. Then you wondering why you're not getting no respect. Let's finish listening.
We're good. I'm not going to keep harping on it.
Yeah. It's funny. Everyone kept saying, I said, a lot in the pods, but not today. I do have some things to say.
Please do.
Starting with, who do you think has better insight on what's going on, social media or me? So for people to imply that, she was blindsided, she didn't know, is, insulting to my intelligence. That's number one. Number two, for the record, this is something he never wanted to share on camera. I just didn't feel like it would be an authentic experience or that I could...
Now listen to what she just said. She said that we are insulting her intelligence. Who do you think know more, her or the internet? That makes her sound even worse. Girl, be with him. She just, from listen to all that information allegedly on Tyler, he gonna come up off of her like a lot of men do because of women like her. But then wondering why, I didn't see the red flag she telling y'all. She knew what was going on. But what makes it sad is he got 3 kids. And she going along with that. That's not only is that desperate, that's on another level of I will do anything for a man just to say I'm married. She know this man is not no good. But you know what? She know he ain't no good, but she gonna have to learn the hard way, like a lot of us do. Too long, so I'm gonna keep going.
Continue the experience if we didn't, because I know me, I cannot hide my facial expression. So I think there would have been a disconnect, and the viewers would have noticed, my friends would have noticed when he went to meet them. So I told him in some capacity, we have to talk about this. And, there were things he was comfortable sharing and things he wasn't. For example, one time
This is why we keep losing. When they say we are the least married, we are the least respected. It's true because of stuff like this. Now, she is so desperate and willing to be with him. This man got 3 kids. Who do that? And he lying about his kids. But she want to marry him, be with him so bad. She don't care that he's haven't seen his kids allegedly in a year. She don't care. Long as she's with him. The next woman I want to talk about is Marissa and Ramses. Another one in her masculine energy. You know what? People were saying stuff like, oh, he did her wrong. He shouldn't have done it to her. But Marissa is another one in her masculine energy. My focus is on Marissa and her response. Let's hear what she got to say.
There were mostly green flags. There were a few nautical flags. But there was one big red flag when Ramses called everything off.
And the crazy part, I'm up here looking at some on my phone talking to y'all. But if you could see how Marissa, mom, is looking at Ramses, if eyes could unalive somebody, he would have dropped. He would have dropped.
Hey, Marissa.
Hi.
Watching you go through that moment on our television was really hard. How was that for you to watch?
I felt like I was reliving. God, I'm such a crybaby.
It's okay to cry.
It was hard because I just remember what it felt like.
You notice when you're desperate for a man and you're not listening because you want to control a situation as a masculine energy woman. You feel like I'm going to control the situation. When a man don't want you, let him go. Don't beg. Don't get on the floor crying. They don't. You know that men. I always go to this book because this book is so interesting. You know why masculine men and men do not bond with women, but we bond to them? I'm gonna explain why they don't bond to us. They don't bond to us because they don't think when they're having. That's why a man can get up and he can have sex with a woman and tear his ass after that and not even have no feelings for her. Because men think logical. They don't think with feelings. We think with feelings. Women do. Men don't. And that's why it was so easy for Ramsey to say, no, this ain't it. Because he started analyzing things, even though probably said, oh, and another thing is, I hate to say it, that, and she had sex with him. This casual sex, it don't work. It ain't worked for centuries, and it ain't gonna work now. When you're having casual sex with a guy, and the thing is, she was giving him everything, but soon as he decided that she said she can have condom sex, or not just that, wasn't enough for him. He like, I can't do this. I can't be with her, and he didn't. So let me read this a little bit. It says that another reason that assertive, dynamic men don't bond to their physical is because they override their feminine aspects and their feelings with logical, which is testosterone-based, action-oriented behavior. They are after good sex at the cheapest price. They think logical. They don't think with feelings. That's why they can screw so many women and tear their ass. because they don't think like us. But what do? We feel like this is what we come up with. And even a lot of women, especially women of my color, my community. I look better. My ass is bigger. I'm the prettiest. I give him more sex. He gonna stay with me. It don't work. I give him what he want. It don't work. It don't. That's why you keep getting the same results. We're not changing. I hear all the time, black women, we evolve and we changing. No, we're not. No, we're not. Because we keep doing the same stuff.
It's not him.
Marissa,
He's this golden retriever
got
puppy
so
dog.
much to say.
You're not, Nick. Okay? You said some
Listen to
mean
what she
shit.
said,
Got
though.
back. Ram says you want to sit there quietly. Go figure. Like, you know what you fucking said. You know what he said. And it's like, we're going to be the bad people for attacking
Right,
golden
like,
retrievers.
I'm just saying.
Now, like I said, I'm focused on the women. Listen to what Marissa say.
Like, this is nothing, like, it's not a dig against you, but, like, it's, you know, this is the moment to take accountability. Like, we're not perfect.
Yeah, I said I was underwhelmed when I saw Hannah at the review. I never said she was her grenade.
Or number 5. 5 out of 10. Okay.
Why did she invite me over a month after the show to hang out?
Because we're all human. I was fucking that man. Like, we all do crazy shit. Like, it's a breakup.
If she
There's
really
obvious
hated
high
you,
and
if she
mighty.
really-
She said, Marissa, she admitted to still fucking him after he embarrassed her. Well, allegedly. Allegedly, online, after he didn't want her, she went back to him a few months later and still asked him, is he for sure? Masculine energy, trying to force something that ain't there. And she was still fucking him. Let's go to the next story. Just keep doing it. Okay, the last one I want to talk about is Monica.
That sticks out is Monica in the pods. I remember early on he spoke about cheating. He said, I slipped into a girl's DMs, and your reaction was surprising in the sense of, I'm so sorry, thank you for sharing that. But it was an interesting, in hindsight, red flag. Do you think, looking now at the situation, that maybe you had rose-colored glasses and maybe you ignored some of these signs because you wanted to be married and find your person? Do you think
Honestly,
that
no. I don't think so. I think Stephen and I's conversation in the pod was obviously much longer than you all get to see, and that was the first of many of them. And I've dated.
She said, honestly, no. But you knew he had those tendencies to cheat. Because he told you, he was upfront with you in the pod, and you said you love flowers. He told you that he had a brand of jumping into cheating and jumping into other women's DMs, and you still entertained that, Monica. But then you try to say he emotionally cheated on her. No, she knew. Once again, in that masculine energy and thinking we can control the situation that we can't control. Because if she really didn't want to deal with somebody like him, she would have said, I appreciate your honesty for telling me this, but I don't want to date a cheater. I've been through that. I don't want that. And I'm saying she been through it because I'm going to show y'all the clip where she says she's been with lots of cheaters or whatever. If you know you don't want that, why do you keep dating men like that?
I've dated a lot of cheaters and not any one until Stephen had been honest about an indiscretion. So I very much appreciated the fact that he was telling me this so early into our relationship. I actually saw it as a yellow flag, maybe not like a green flag, but he was being honest about it. And he said in that conversation that he'd been in therapy ever since. It was the biggest mistake he ever made. He was really, really hard on himself once he got caught. Like, you know.
Like I said, I'm not going to make this video this long, but let's talk a little bit about Monica. She said he's been to therapy. She knew that he had a chance on cheating. He didn't really cheat, emotional cheating. So even when she says, because she said a part where after 2 weeks after the show or whatever, 2 weeks they went on a date, and she said no, it wasn't a date, it was dinner. But my point is saying is this: she knew that he had the tendency of cheating on her, but she still dealt with it. She still accepted it because she's in her masculine energy author. So thinking she can change the situation, that she can't. She had on rose-colored glasses. I want to be married. I want to be married, like a lot of them think. Now Ashley did get married, of course. But of course, when we do something, we end up marrying people that we know ain't no good for us. And that's all she did. She wanted that ring so bad. Now, Monica, another thing I noticed about Monica, like a few of the women, especially the women that I just discussed, a lot of them didn't really ask a lot of questions on the show. Maybe they asked questions in the background, but on the show, they didn't. Let's go back to Monica. Monica didn't really have a lot of substance to what she was talking about with him, because pretty much 2 or 3 episodes, all they was talking about was sex, his boner, she says, me sticking a pin in your hair reminds me of your boner. All this weird ass shit about sex. That's all Monica and Steven seemed like they had in common, because they had casual sex too. But anyway, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of trying to talk about this. I remade this video. I'm putting this one out, and till next time. Bye. I'm tired. But this was my recap on Love is Blind season 7, and I only did it on the few of the couples, and those are my real thoughts. Sorry, not trying to bend people out of shape. Sorry, not trying to bend black women out of shape. But sometimes we got to know the truth, what's going on with us, and we need to pay attention. You want a better man, you got to give yourself better results. You got to give yourself better self-respect. You got to want those things. Anyway, till next time. And also get out that masculine energy.